Everybody, welcome back to the channel. So I'm out here at Town & Country, and today we are going to be reviewing the new Graffiti Pop by Swag. It's a brand new release in the graffiti line. It's got the same gray core in it as all the other graffiti balls with a brand new cover stock. I'm really excited about this ball. As far as the stats are concerned, we've got an RG of 2.491, so it's going to want to rev up fairly quick. It's got a differential of 0.53, which is quite a bit of flare. And then the mass bias is what is really attractive about this ball, an 0.33 mass bias position, so a very strong mass bias. Now, the cool thing about this ball is the colors. I really am a fan of this particular color combination. It's got some brighter colors in it, white, purple, and pink. And for me, when I'm watching my ball go down the lane, it's easier for me to see the ball motion on the brighter colored balls than it is on the darker colored balls. Okay, so as far as this ball is concerned, I believe it's going to be fulfilling a gap that I've had in my arsenal for quite some time. I've been missing that ball that allows me to get left and really open my angles and have it get back to the pocket. You know, I've had a few pieces from Swag that I've tried to use to fill that position in the past, and the only ball that really worked is my old Graffiti Pearl, which was a ball in the same line that released, I believe it was about a couple years ago. You know, I loved that ball. It worked out great for that, but you know, after some time it just got wore out, so it's been sitting on my shelf at home just kind of collecting dust. So I'm really excited that this Graffiti Pop is going to fill that slot again. What I've done with this ball is I've laid it out with a pretty strong layout. I want to make sure it slows down through the middle part of the lane and recovers and continues through the pins. So we've got a 4-inch pin to PAP, a 3.5-inch PSA PAP with an 1.5-inch buffer. We should see some pretty good motion out of that. And yeah, I'm really excited to get this out on the lanes. I have yet to throw this. I just got back from the shop yesterday and I did not have enough time to get out here to the lanes and throw it at all. So let's get it out there and see what we can do with it. Okay guys, I'm sorry about the noise. I'm out here on Saturday, so there's quite a few people out here, but I'll try and talk a little louder so you can hear me. This ball comes with a factory polish, or I'm sorry, a factory surface of 1000 plus polish. So it's going to get quite a bit of length through the heads, but just like my last ball review video, I'm going to start a little bit further to the right, stay behind the ball, and see what we get. I'm going to be aiming between second and third arrow for my target, out to a break point of about 8, and yeah, let's see what we got. That was a pretty decent shot, I felt. I was behind it, and honestly it did what I expected it to do. You know, it went pretty far down the lane. That back end pop, no pun intended for the name of the ball, Graffiti Pop of course, but that back end pop I'm really starting to like. As I start getting around that a little bit, I'm definitely going to probably see some more continuation to the pins. So that was a pretty good shot. I'm going to see how long I can make that up the back motion stay and see how much it can carry as I start moving left. So I'm going to move left, move my target into about third arrow, and we'll see what we can do here. Okay, so if I'm being honest, I hit my target, but I got around it just a touch. And like I said before, with how much motion I saw when I was behind the ball, I expected to see a lot more motion when I got around it a bit, and definitely did. I mean, almost left the 4.9, but you know, due to that elasticy outer core, it really bounced these pins hard, and we carried the strike. So I'm gonna try that again. This time I'm gonna really focus on staying behind it. We'll see what we can do. There we go. That was the shot I was intending to make previously. Behind the ball, third arrow, out to roughly 8 at the break point, and it still has a very strong motion off of it. So I'm very impressed so far with what this ball is doing. You know, it's reading the mid lane very nicely. As far as something I can compare that to, you know, the Fantasy Days, read the mid lane a little bit earlier. This ball is reading a little bit later. That's probably because of that curl cover and the fact that it's 1000 plus polish. So I'm going to move in a little bit more We're going to go between third and fourth arrow at this point, and of course we're going to start getting around it, and we'll see what this ball does. Again, that was another great shot. I moved my feet I was actually about 3 boards left, and now looking between third and fourth arrow, got around it with my normal release, so that was about 40 to 45 degrees of rotation. Really good skid through the front and middle part of the lane. It read nicely and carried through the pocket and continued, and that's what I really like to see out of a ball like this, is that continuation through the pins. I haven't had that in my arsenal. That's the gap that I'm needing to fill. So far it's looking really good. I'm going to move off of that. Probably another 3-4 boards left with my feet. Get it over fourth arrow. We'll see what we can do now. Boy, I tell you what. The ball's really living up to its name of the pop. It has an amazing motion off the end of the pattern. You know, I got around that one a little bit more. I tried to go for my maximum rotation, so that was probably close to 50, maybe even 55 degrees of rotation, because that's about my max. And it was great. You know, I hit just right at fourth arrow, out to my break point, and I'm very impressed with the motion. I haven't seen it deflect it at all yet, so I'm going to keep moving left, keep that motion the same with my wrist, and we'll see what else this ball can do. Okay, so we threw a really good shot there. I liked where I released the ball at. I hit my mark, just left the fourth arrow, got it out to the break point, and that's the first time I seen that ball basically not slow down. So I'm going to slow my speed down just a touch and see how well it turns the corner here. Okay, there we go. So I slowed my speed down. That ball was probably about a half a mile an hour slower than normal, and it read the lanes great. Went through the pins strong, no deflection. I'm really liking this ball so far. You know, this ball seems very flexible, just like the fantasy days. You know, I can play right with it if I need to and get my hand behind it. I can play deep inside, and I don't have to worry about whether or not the ball is going to continue and carry a strike. Okay guys, so there it is, the Graffiti Pop by Swag. Definitely a versatile ball. I was able to stay behind it and play with closed angles, get around it, open up my angles, and I didn't really see it deflect hardly at all until I got right around fourth arrow, you know, where most of the volume is. It only deflected because I threw it fast. Once I slowed my speed a touch, it was beautiful through the pins. So if you guys are interested in picking up one of these balls, just let me know in the comments below, and we can get an order started for you. Thanks for watching the video today. Leave me a like below, and please subscribe to my channel because it does help me out a ton, and I'll see you guys in the next video.